Thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you, Archangels and Ascended Masters, for the perfect guidance, perfect clarity, and perfect peace that's here for each of us right now. Thank you to the angelic realm, the elemental realm, our ancestors, spirit guides, animal guides, and guardian angels. We thank you for this opportunity for absolute clarity and perfect peace right now. So if we could just breathe in, we're going to notice the arrival of, if we could notice 100 angels surrounding you right where you are, perhaps surrounding the structure that you're in, be that a home, a townhouse, a condo, an apartment, or a building, or a car. If we could just notice 100 angels surrounding you, if we could just feel their focus being right on you, and perhaps there being some energy moving around you and through you from that circumference of angels around you. And indeed, if we could notice George and Martha Washington coming forward as guides for you right now, if we could just breathe in and notice them in the room with you right now. Casual George, casual Martha, if we could just breathe in. And if we could feel with their presence the pulse of America and you being part of that pulse. And with their presence, they're going to sit down and just hold space. We're going to come back to them. So if we could just breathe in, and we'll recognize the angel of America coming forward. And if you could notice that angel standing in front of you, if you could notice that angel being whole, complete, and healthy right now, and the resilient energy of America as its own entity, and what's happening now being like lint. So let's notice what it's like to not attach to dramatic events. We honor every single person involved. We honor all the choices made. And we allow right now to recognize that sometimes things explode. And sometimes there's consequences to an explosion. So if we could just breathe in. And let's notice that angel of America being present with you and helping you out. And if we could also notice very simply the goddess Lady Portia, who works with justice, works with openings and closings, opening doors, closing doors. If we could just breathe in. And if we could let the circumference of 100 angels withdraw from you, all national issues, they got it. We'll come back to those, but they got it. Let's very simply let this be a personal space for you right now. If we could just breathe in. And we'll just continue praying. Thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you, Archangels and Ascended Masters. Thank you for this moment of dignity, hope, peace, clarity, and love. We celebrate our personal freedom right now. We celebrate new beginnings. We celebrate the clarity of who we are right now and the clarity provided in this moment. We allow ourselves to exist in a space where everything is on the table, including good things like abundance, peace of mind, creativity, freedom, courage, pristine guidance, wonderful compassion, great joy, everything happening for our highest possible good, and a luxurious experience of calm. So if we could just breathe in and let Lady Portia, Portia, very simply let Lady Portia come to you. And if you could notice Lady Portia touching your knees, be that from her kneeling in front of you, or just standing holding your knees, let's notice any tension or hesitation around moving forward held in your joints. Let's let her free up that energy. And if we could say a few things out loud, I'm perfectly free right now. I can do anything I want right now. I'm not constricted right now. I refuse to be constricted by the blindness of others. I move forward with freedom. Wonderful. So if we could just breathe into all that. And if we could notice from Lady Portia specifically, Energy moving vertically through your body, up and down, up and down, up and down in both directions. In and out through the top of your head, in and out through the bottom of your feet, going into the earth and high above you. If we could just breathe in. Let's let there be a really luxurious and fun oil change here. Let's notice white light being like oil and filling you up with new energy, letting every single cell in your body be included in that change, in that transference. Wonderful. So if we could notice that vertical nature of the oil change going up and down, let's let it also be horizontal, going left and right, the left and right parts of your heart, into your limbs, your extremities, into your vision. And if we could very simply allow Lady Portia, who's a dynamic goddess, if we could let her withdraw from you, her word, any sense of threat, any sense of chaos. We witnessed chaos on Wednesday. Let's notice that's a limited and perhaps curated event, and we don't need to participate in any energy like that. So let's just breathe in. And if we could say out loud, I am perfectly safe right now. I release the idea of, hang on, we could say our own names out loud. I'll demonstrate. I am Mark, just saying your own name. I'm a conscious adult. I release the idea of randomness. I exist in strong intention. And with my strong intention, comma, I choose freedom. I'm perfectly free right now. I can go where I want right now. I can think what I want right now. And I choose to focus on peace. I choose to exist in love. Thank you, angels, for helping me in every part of my life. All of my needs are met and exceeded. Great, wonderful. If we could breathe in and noticing Lady Portia, whether you see her, feel her, hear her, know that she's there. Let's notice her rolling out some paper, which might be a map, might be words, it might be symbols. If we could just breathe in and trust what you get there. And let's just notice her rolling out that piece of paper and pointing things out to you. So if we could just breathe in. And with perfect simplicity, like the simplicity of breath, if we could notice multiple things happening, everyone who you have on your mind for prayer, let's notice the angels, the 100 angels praying for those people, including people who've passed, people you're concerned about, people you love, including strangers and the family of strangers. Let's let that be taken care of. Let's notice what is provided for you personally, what is here for you. If we could notice, even in a moment that might seem like a crisis, or it might seem like an ending to you nationally, let's very simply notice what is here for you personally, and that having a huge importance. And if we could let your vision be cleansed, and recognizing one of the main themes of the angels the last several years is we've seen too much. We've seen too much. We've imagined too much with regard to threat or violence. Let's let the angels cleanse and clear our vision. And letting the result of that be pristine vision, including being a visionary. And what you envision positively for yourself, for the country, for the world matters. So let's just breathe in and allow there to be a withdrawal of threat, a withdrawal of tension, an individualization of energy. And within that, it's very simply let what you want to see, what you want to happen, the highest good, be that a confirmation, be that new information, be that new territory, letting fresh information come now with your true vision. Wonderful. We'll breathe in. Let's notice Lady Portia, like a yoga, like partner yoga, her standing on your feet, which might enhance your experience of grounding. Let's notice her holding your hands as she leans back, perhaps with some glee. And if you could witness her freedom physically right now and letting your cells, with the touch, duplicate her cells. Freedom, confidence, relaxation, an absence of threat, the presence of joy, and an infusion into her own sphere, her own body, and universally, globally, of positive intention. So if we could just breathe into that. And if we could feel ourselves saying, perhaps for the first time, with a relaxed tone for ourselves, for our community, for our nation, and for the world and for the universe, let's say some things out loud. Saying our own name. I, Mark. I choose peace. I choose love. I choose to live on a peaceful planet. I celebrate civility. I celebrate comprehensive health. I am perfectly healthy right now. It is safe for me to be safe. It is safe for me to lead in my own life. I lead with grace. I release the energy of confusion. I release any sticky energies. They're saying something very specific here as we so we just said, whatever it means to you, the thing that feels like they're bringing up marshmallows, like when your hands get sticky from eating marshmallows, let's let them clean off your fingers and clean off your hands. Anything that feels sticky, including other people's energy. Let's let them, Lady Portia, the Angel of America, and the 100 angels surrounding you, if we could let them just free you of anything that's sticky, anything that is stuck, anything that feels like tension. And if there's anything in that, this may be different for everyone, anything that you feel like you can't move, let's let them move it for you. Whatever those things are. core things, ancestral things, things from past lives, things from this lifetime. Let's allow the monoliths to move and to enjoy pure freedom and an unobstructed view. So if we could breathe in, and if we could let there be like a revelation, and if we could just notice in front of you, there being, we're changing scenes like in a movie, and noticing the opening, and in the opening, let's very simply step forward into a new vista, and notice yourself in 5 years greeting you. With great joy. If we could just breathe in, and whether you see things, hear things, know things, or feel things, let's very simply notice arm in arm, your future self moving you forward and showing you things which you might see, feel, hear, or know. Let's just breathe in. And every step forward being a step of empowerment. Let's breathe into your loving heart and the love that is here for you. And be this like a whisper or a nudge or something very overt. It's very simply notice what it's like to walk with your future self and to soak in the information, to feel the difference in energy. And if we could notice the presence of hope, and that's not lowercase hope, that's capital H, capital O, capital P, capital E. And if we could notice here an arrival of everyone whom you know, everyone in your life, people who are passed away, people who are present, people you haven't met yet, all of the guides that you know by name and call upon, all of them as you arrive, cheering you, celebrating you. And we recognize simple words for a glorious moment of you're not done. Let's keep moving forward. So we'll notice the presence of encouragement, the joy of continuing to expand, the thrill of letting your intuition continue to expand, of following guidance, trusting guidance, leading in your own life, leading nationally with very strong adult intention and allowing the highest possible good to happen. So we'll just breathe in. And if we can notice the you from 5 years in the future, perhaps separating a bit from you, and with movement, which we might call dance, allowing there to be a wonderful encouragement in every single cell in your body. So if we could notice any thought or idea that you can't do something, perhaps that being released. And noticing what you can do, which is we can all vision, we can all act, we can all speak. And allowing the highest good to come forward. We'll notice the possibility of radical change. We'll notice the possibility of simple change. We'll notice the presence of encouragement and help in all of this. And we'll notice every single thing we're talking about happening on a personal level, on a soul level, on a community level, a national level, a global level, universal level, and multiversal level. And to all of this, if we could very simply breathe in, perhaps sitting up a bit straight, noticing who is about to speak, which is your powerful adult self. And if we could lovingly say out loud to all of this, yes, yes, yes. I say yes to the highest good. I live in a world of love. I witness the world changing for the positive rapidly. I witness the world changing for the positive rapidly. Thank you, angels, for helping all of us in each moment. Thank you. Wonderful. If we could breathe in, good job, everyone. If we could breathe in and notice your 5-year in the future self coming to your ear and perhaps talking, whispering, downloading. If you could notice with that intimacy with your future self, the angel of America coming forward, strong and present, and noticing with the angel of America, which is a friend, not a foreign being, a friend. Notice that angel participating in the highest good for you. And if we could notice, like friends, George and Martha Washington coming forward and encouraging you, giving you their blessing, that you are America. You are America. If we could say that out loud as an affirmation, I am America. I choose to live in adult America. I live in a nation of love. And to every single guide here, if we could just say out loud, thank you. Wonderful. If we could breathe in with kisses and blessing, we'll thank your future self and all the guides here. If we could just come back to where you're sitting right now and all the encouragement that continues, the encouragement in your ear, in your sight, in the coincidence, in the feather, in the bird, in the song, in the idea. Just notice the presence of encouragement. And we'll notice that not everyone has that encouragement. You do, and we could be liberal with it and share it. That we choose to encourage others. The paradigm of punishment is collapsing. The paradigm of punishment has had its day. And we're entering the paradigm of encouragement, like the divine masculine, the new divine masculine, confidence that is inclusive and encouraging. The divine feminine, a nurturing that encompasses all and a vision that includes all, including yourself, which includes immense creativity and positive expression. So if we could just breathe in and recognize what has ended and is done, and what is here right now, and what is sparking forward. If we could just breathe in and feel the immense presence of the angels, their love and their protection, if we could feel into the you being surrounded by 100 angels and the structure that you're in. If we recognize with a hint of humor, but a 100% dose of truth, there are no casual angels. They're invested in your well-being, not indifferent. And they work with love and they are powerful. So if we could say, like it's the very first time saying it, thank you, angels, for helping me in every single part of my life. I welcome your help. I choose to live a robust life. Thank you for helping all of my loved ones and everyone that I know by name. Thank you for placing a restraining order on fear. Thank you for infusing love into every single life. Wonderful. We'll just breathe in. And if you could notice right where you are, Lady Portia, whatever it means to you, her wiping away tears, her strong presence with you, her embodying justice, like the character in Shakespeare with the same name, the quality of mercy. Let's notice what it's like in this moment to be merciful with ourselves, to be kind to ourselves, and to encourage ourselves. Wonderful. We'll just breathe in. And to Lady Portia, we'll say out loud, thank you. And to the angels, the 100 angels, not 99, 100 angels, not 3, not 1, not 0, the 100 angels surrounding you. We could say out loud to them, thank you. Wonderful. Spiritual manners. If we could just breathe in. If we could notice placing hands on your own heart. If we could notice for a moment what it's like to actually be alive. What an absolute pleasure and privilege that is to be alive. If we could say out loud, I'm fully alive right now. I fully exist right now. I revel in life right now. And to your life, to your body, to your mental body, emotional body, spiritual body, physical body, and your sphere of influence, which is mighty, if we could say out loud, thank you. Wonderful. So if we could breathe in, and we'll notice every single thing we just did continuing throughout the day. We don't need to focus on it. We can go about our day, but we'll notice the presence of help, answers, guidance, and clarity. And we celebrate all this. And we thank the presence of Mother, Father, God, and all the archangels and ascended masters. We thank as well the angelic realm, the elemental realm, our ancestors, spirit guides, animal guides, and guardian angels. We thank you for this opportunity for absolute peace, absolute joy. We celebrate being seen and heard and participating. We recognize that our will matters, that we have a say, and we celebrate having a say and letting the say take effect. And we're so grateful for this time of community, action, and clarity. And with wonderful calm and generosity in our hearts and compassion on our tongues, we quite simply and lovingly ask for this or something better right now in all directions of time. And so it is.